It was the second day of the Boxing Day test, and all the three test matches, Australia versus India, New Zealand versus Pakistan, and South Africa versus Sri Lanka, were poised at interesting situations. In this video, I will briefly review the proceedings of the second day of the Boxing Day tests, but after a short intro. Hi everyone, you are watching Cricket with Raghuram. It was really fascinating to see India's captain Ajinkya Rahane lead from the front, score that important 100 and build that big partnership with Ravindra Jadeja for the 5th wicket, which put India in a commendable position on the second day of the Boxing Day test at MCG. Resuming at the overnight score of 36 for 1, India lost quick wickets of Shubman Gill and also Cheteshwar Pujara. After that, it was all about Ajinkya Rahane's story. He built up very important partnerships, first with Hanuma Vihari, then with Rishabh Pant, and at last, a big 104-run partnership, unbroken partnership with Ravindra Jadeja for the 5th wicket, and brought the balance of the match in India's favour. Australian fielders dropped Ajinkya Rahane for a few times, but they couldn't prevent him from scoring that stubborn and the most important 100 for India. That 100 which could be very vital in deciding the result of this match and even has put India in a match-winning situation. Ajinkya Rahane was perfect, masterclass, defensive, offensive, stubborn and very gritty. Ajinkya Rahane played a calm and composed innings and was aggressive at times. He scored boundaries whenever there was a loose ball bowled at him. This century of Ajinkya Rahane was of high standards and could well be one of the best centuries made by Indian batsmen on the Australian soil. Has Ajinkya Rahane scored the match-winning ton? Let's see. Ajinkya Rahane could play his normal game and put India in a commendable position because of two men in two different partnerships with him. The first one was Rishabh Pant, who scored that breezy 29 and eased the tension while creating a positive aura. And the second one was, of course, Ravindra Jadeja, who played that gritty innings along with Ajinkya Rahane. 40 valuable runs added by Ravindra Jadeja in 104 balls and remaining undefeated at stumps, not giving away his wicket, and also playing a vital role in the partnership mattered for India. Earlier, Shubman Gill too scored 45 important runs for India, and that would boost the young man's confidence. India was 277 for 5 at stumps and lead Australia by 82 runs. By this, I can tell that India has definitely created chances to win the Boxing Day test against Australia. But very importantly, India has to play that first session out tomorrow with the same grit. Ajinkya Rahane and Ravindra Jadeja should carry their innings, seeing off the fresh ball, seeing off the fresh hours of the morning, and tackle Australian bowlers with the same courage as they played today. They should not give up their wickets, play sensibly, and put on a big total on the board and also get a very good lead from where they can win the match. The lower order has to contribute some runs, especially Ravichandran Ashwin. We know that Ravichandran Ashwin is a very good batsman, and if he scores some runs tomorrow, that will definitely add up to the score and make the score even bulkier. Bad weather, Ajinkya Rahane being hit by the ball on his glove and few raindrops stopped the match prematurely, but India wouldn't mind that. But the point of concern is Ajinkya Rahane's injury. I hope and wish that Ajinkya Rahane's injury is not serious enough. I wish that he comes tomorrow morning fresh, fit and score those important runs for India. I would tell that Australian bowlers did not bowl badly, but Indian batsmen were too good for them today. The day belonged to Ajinkya Rahane and Ravindra Jadeja, hats off to them. Finally, I would really feel for Travis Head. He had almost caught Ajinkya Rahane at the end of the day and then spilled out that catch. His expressions really demanded pity. But as far as India is concerned, they will take the drop. There was one more century coming up on the second day of the Boxing Day test. That century was made by none other than Kane Williamson. He made 129 runs against Pakistan on the second day and put his team in commendable position. Resuming at overnight score of 222 for 3, New Zealand managed to get 431 runs. Yes, 431 runs on board, and for time being it looks like advantage New Zealand. Nicholas got out early for 56 runs, and after the dismissal of Kane Williamson, it was Watling who took the responsibility and played really well with the tail and scored 73 important runs for New Zealand. Watling, with those small useful contributions from the tail, especially Jamieson, stretched the later part of the New Zealand innings and took them to 431. Shaheen Afridi and Yasir Shah were the pick of the bowlers for Pakistan, and they picked 4 and 3 wickets respectively. Pakistan were 30 for 1 at stumps and trail New Zealand by 401 runs. They have a big mountain to climb, and Pakistan has to really bat well tomorrow if they have to save the match. New Zealand, on the other hand, would like to take early wickets tomorrow and continue their domination over the game. Like Australia versus India, even in this match, the third day will be really interesting to see. While Ajinkya Rahane for India and Kane Williamson for New Zealand scored those important tons and put their teams in commendable position, Elgar missed out on scoring a century by just 5 runs. He made 95 runs and put South Africa in a commendable position against Sri Lanka. Elgar, along with Markram, put 141 runs for the first wicket. Markram made valuable 68 runs in the partnership. When everything was going good for South Africa, they lost 3 quick wickets of Van der Dussen, Elgar and Quinton de Kock in succession within a space of 4 overs, and suddenly they were 220 for 4. Then came Faf du Plessis and Bavuma for the rescue of South Africa as they put on 97 important runs for that 5th wicket. Faf and Bavuma remained unbeaten on 55 and 41 runs respectively at stumps. South Africa shaped up their batting superbly and they were 317 for 4 at stumps and trailed Sri Lanka by 79 runs. South Africa will definitely look to erase those runs tomorrow on the third day and take a big lead on the Sri Lankan total. It looked for me like South Africa and Sri Lanka were playing on a very good batting track, because when we see the run rate, both teams scored more than 4 runs per over. Earlier, resuming at overnight score of 340 for 6, Sri Lanka were bundled out for 396 runs. Shanaka, with well-made 66 runs, played brilliantly with the tail and took Sri Lanka to that total. For South Africa, Shipamla was the pick of the bowlers. He took 4 wickets. Mulder was not far away as he claimed 3 wickets. Dhananjaya De Silva, who was retired hurt yesterday, was ruled out of the entire series, and this comes as a big shock for Sri Lanka. While South Africa is placed in the driver's seat right now, it would be really interesting to see if Sri Lanka bounces back tomorrow and upsets South Africa's plans. Thanks for watching my video. If you have loved my video, like, share and subscribe my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video. Until then, goodbye. Namaste.